So, like you said earlier, I know you was a skateboarder and shit. So, like, how did you get into that?
My brother Miles, shout out my brother Miles and my brother Steve's for sure.
Or,
The first time I seen Miles on some cruiser wheels, I was hooked. It was like I was broke and a kid and was tired of the bus and late to school. So that shit just worked, right? Like it just
so you wasn't like on some like trying to do tricks or?
I did. I had a pop shove it. Obviously, I could do an ollie, and I was working on a kickflip. I probably done did like a kickflip 3 times in my life, but like that shit, I didn't fully get it. Like,
I used not that I used to try because like I ain't own my own skateboard, but
Sure.
I've tried doing like ollies and shit. That wasn't for me.
For sure.
I feel like I was too tall. Like, you tall as hell,
I'm tall
so
as shit. I still made it
I
work.
can't do it, man. So your favorite UFC fighter?
My favorite UFC fighter, it's been changing right now, but I'm gonna say Silver. I'm gonna say Silver cause my childhood, man. I'm gonna say Silver.
I was gonna say that's like a more recent one, or he's been around.
Nah, been around.
Oh,
Silver.
damn.
Yeah.
So Jeff Hardy shouted out your mixtape, or?
Yeah, what you don't know about me? What the fuck is going on?
That's fire.
Yeah, that shit is fire. Shout out Jeff Hardy. That's one of my favorite wrestlers from WWE. It's John Cena, Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy, in that order.
So how did you get that though?
One of my cadets, I call my supporters cadets. We cadet crew.
Word.
Niggas no CC, no Chanel, know what the fuck going on. But that nigga was at like a conference or some shit. I don't know. I'm on Twitter, bro. Send that shit to me in my DMs. I'm like, the first thing.
Oh, so you ain't even know?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh, damn, that's fire. That's
just
fire.
listen to
That's
my
a
music.
real.
Shout out, bro, too, for real.
Yeah, facts.
And he was listening. I mean, I guess he was at some type of conference where Jeff Hardy was at.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nigga, the first thing that you decide to say to Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, yo,
was
you
like,
can shout. I feel you. I feel you.
What the fuck? I love my supporters though.
Facts,
Real
that's
talk.
fire.
That shit meant the world to me.
So if you was to set up like a wrestling match with you and somebody else, who would it be and why?
Against somebody, I'll probably go against like right now or just all
Probably
time?
overall.
Overall?
Yeah.
Yo, Edge, I ain't gonna lie. I had to get a shake of the Edge. I was a really big John Cena fan, and the way that I feel like they rivalry was, nigga,
Yeah.
Edge was a fuck nigga when I was a little nigga. Like, I feel like he the only rapper, no, my fault, he the only wrestler that made me drop a tear from anger before, you hear me? He was just
Funny
terrible.
as
That
hell.
nigga was terrible. He was fucking niggas, bitches, and he cool as hell now that I'm a grown-ass man.
Nah, yeah, fact.
He that nigga, but before, it was like, nah, fuck that
You
nigga.
used
bro.
to
That nigga
hate
from
him.
hell, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's a fucked up white nigga, bro. So I was like, nah, I wasn't fucking with it, but that'll probably be the only nigga. Edge, yeah, I won't go against Edge. He a legend.
All right, so that's basically like, I don't want to say your teenage years, but like
Yeah.
so around that time, when did you pick up on rapping?
I think that I've been rapping, play rapping, with my cousins Rashad and Keith, or my brothers, Quadarian, since the beginning of time. Like, I can remember being in Georgia King Village with my brothers, and Many Men was out, and niggas was running around with vests and shit. So ever since then, I would be playing with that shit. But I want to say I started taking it really, really, not even really serious. I want to say that I really thought that I could rap for real.
Yeah.
Ninth grade. We had an open mic club, and I was just rapping in that motherfucker, and I just
But you used to freestyle before that?
Yeah, I used to just.
So ninth grade was like when you first started going to the studios and.
Nah, it was ninth grade summer. Or it was 10th grade if I'm correct. But you know how when you a young nigga, you just with your homies, just rapping shit and just put on a beat. Type beats was crazy at that time, nigga. SoundCloud was crazy at that time, nigga. So it was put on a Drake Meek Mill type beat. Let's just see what the fuck we got going on. We chilling and shit. So it was on some shit like that for sure. But I'll say 10th grade is probably the first time I went to the studio, and then I figured out life is not like a Disney movie and you just start rapping with music in the back. You gotta actually go to a studio and then record.
The verses and facts.
Ad-libs and punch-ins and in and outs and all that shit. I didn't know what the fuck none of that was. Yeah.
So before, because I know you said like when you first went to the studio, y'all made a song and y'all just dropped it on SoundCloud?
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly how it went.
So I see internal is a little back there too.
Yeah.
So was that one of your first songs that you dropped? Or solo?
I think it was one of the first songs I dropped as Ali Rocket.
Oh, word,
Probably
word.
like three, probably like the third song or maybe the fourth song.
So before that, it was Ali Wu?
Yeah,
Word.
like 3 songs before that it was Ali Wu. Yeah.
Word.
Rap for Lunch TV.